Alright everyone, Dane Briggs here with the Crown King General Store and CrownKingAZ.com. We're going to go over a little overview of the fire area based on some Google Earth images just to give you a better idea. What we have here is the General Store, the fire department, and the saloon. Due north is actually off to the side, you can see up here. We're not doing a due north at this point just because most people use north as straight up from this frame of reference and looking off the patio of the General Store. So what we've got is Main Street here. This is the bridge that crosses the creek going into Main Street. This is the road going out to I-17, and we have the mill right here. So the street names on this are not what we view as the street names in town, so we're going to be talking a little bit different than here. Normally Towers Mountain goes up this way and people refer to this as Gladiator Road, but coming back, we're going to come back here and see this is where the fire was started in these homes right here. You can see how it's gone up into the hills. To give you a better idea, we'll pan up and you can see the terrain of what's going on here. So what we have is this is the road if you've ever driven on the north side of town towards Gladiator Mine. This is the road over here. This is it's closed off where the Crown King Mine is, and it goes up and circles around. What we have here is the Zyka Mine that you can see the roads going towards when looking north of town. Here is the home that you can see directly north of town. We're not going to refer to any of the cabins by the owner's name, but you can see this cabin from the north of town. It has burned right up to it, but that cabin is saved right now. The road continues to go around. This is the War Eagle Mine. Comes over here. Now this is normally a locked gate, and the main road continues off in this direction. This locked gate is all private property. There's a number of cabins up here. If you've been watching the news and you we're seeing them talk about the cabin that had the solar panels and the wind turbine that was burned all around it but was saved. That's this cabin right here. So to give you a frame of reference of where the fire is. So what they're worried about right now is if we turn this around. To come back, the fire is obviously burning on the northeast town. The majority of the cabins are located, pan back up here to give you a better idea. The majority of cabins in town, again the General Store is right here, the main road coming into town is over here, the majority of cabins are up in this area here, so the fire is burning them at this time. But to give you an idea, what they're hoping doesn't happen is that the fire loops around this part here, and if we pan back to give you a frame of reference coming into town, they're worried the fire is going to work around this way and come back to town. So that's why they're focusing the majority of their efforts on this western flank right now and where they're doing everything. To give you another frame of reference, coming back over here, this is the Magic Bridge going into town when you cross from the desert into the pines. All of this area south of the road was burned during the Lane 2 fire in 2008. So following the main road into town, you can see it's burning a little bit of the area that was burned in the Lane 2 fire. Coming over here, here's the helipad that you see coming into town. This is a big hill coming around it. This shaded red is all areas that have burned so far. It is burning in the Lane 2 area, but they're not too worried about that advancing because of the lack of fuels. This is the lookout point. Here is switchbacks 4 and switchbacks 3, numbered as if you were coming up. It's burning all along there, coming over here. Switchback 1. This is the road that goes back into the Peck and the Swastika mine. If you're driving up from town, you see that turn off just before you get to the switchback. One structure burned last night. So the fire is continuing to advance on the northern flank. What we have over here is, this is the road to the DeSoto mine. The fire is advancing this way, and some people talked about the worry of it advancing towards Cleator. While the fuels do get more sparse, Cleator is right here. Actually, yeah, because what we have is Turkey Creek's right here, and this is the town of Cleator. You can see the Cleator bar would be located right here. So to give you another frame of reference on how close it is to Cleator, we've got it, the closest point is currently probably about 1.5 miles to 2 miles away from Cleator. This is the point where it's advancing in the winds going north, and what they are trying to do, bringing you back into town. This is the main part of town, and if we pan up to give you another frame of reference, just one more time. They're trying to keep the fire from burning into this area and circling around back into town. Hopefully that gives you a little bit better of an idea of what the fire situation is like with the Gladiator fire up in Crown King. Again, make sure you check back to crownkingaz.com for regular updates. Again, crownkingaz.com. We're happy to show you whatever we know and whatever information we have regarding the fire. The firefighters are doing a wonderful job keeping the town safe. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon.